How does God humble you when you go on these mission trips?
When we go to other countries and see these less fortunate people, doesn't mean they're less blessed than we are, because blessings come in so many different ways and disguised so differently each time. But financially, it's hard to see the poverty that they're living in, and over here we're just so spoiled, I'd say, and we take a lot of things for granted. Just our electricity, our refrigerator, our stove, our bathroom with running water, air conditioning, cement paved roads, cars, vehicles. One couple in particular in the Dominican Republic who we just absolutely fell in love with. The first time we went to visit her, there was like 11 of them living in a little, we call it concrete hut. And we were sitting outside and she had a surprise for us. She went inside and told us she had a surprise and came back out with a little tray, 2 little plates with cut up mangoes, a fork for each of us, a little glass of soda for each of us with folded napkins. It was so fancy and it was such a beautiful thing. And it was mangoes that she walked 2 hours up the mountain to pick herself.
Because
so those are the best mangoes I ever had in my life.
Amen.
And just to see how grateful they are, and how loving and how giving and how selfless they are compared to a lot of us who live in the Western part of the world that, I mean, we're just, I don't know, we have so much, and are we as giving as they are? They have almost nothing, but they'd rather give the little bit that they have.
Yeah.
And they're so full of joy. And it does, you think you're going over there to bless them. At the same time, you see, it makes you look down deep inside of yourself. And just, I don't know, reflect on what are we really doing? What are we here to do?
Yeah.
And you see that a lot over there. She was so proud when she got her own little house. And I don't know, it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, it's sad to see the poverty, but it's beautiful to see how grateful they are for just the little things.
Yeah, it is. This is like that same couple invited us that other time to a house they used to live in the middle of the woods, an abandoned house. They covered the roof with palms and stuff, and then she made a fire and she started picking, like, what was it, the calabaza, the
pumpkin,
squash?
The
pumpkin, squash, out of the ground, she was planting it. And she cooked, for us right there. And, at first we were like, oh, Lord, because you're not used to none of that here, And then, you're thinking about the water, sanitation and all this stuff, But and at the same time, you don't want to, because they're giving out of, they're so loving and they don't have much. So, I told Tanya, well, we just pray for it and God will take care of the rest. And that was an amazing dinner. We had an awesome time with them in the middle of the woods. And it was so humbling. It was a humbling experience.